Hey, everybody. Yeah,
What
we're
is the message?
live.
We are live? Okay. Hi,
Yeah,
everyone,
we
and
are live. Hey,
welcome back. I'm John from Galaxy R Media with Graham from Ember Sky Media, and we are going to do a live stream with the Total Solar Eclipse from Canada. And we are
where we're
very
gonna have a
lucky
few
with the weather.
clouds.
It was There were no clouds a couple of hours ago, but now since we started the stream, the clouds they hurried up to make us nervous.
Make us a little nervous. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we can see the sun here. I'm looking out my window, which is here. So we do have like a lot of spaces, but it's kind of a streamy kind of thing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
Hello,
yeah, so
Laura.
it's
How are you doing?
yeah, you gotta do this. You gotta be like, hey, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah, you can say
oh,
hello, Laura. That way people know what we're talking
oh,
about
yeah,
because
yeah,
we
yeah.
are streaming in a couple spots. So if you comment, we will see you. But then we have to put you on the screen so we can talk to everyone because depending on where you comment, we are streaming
Yeah,
it to my channel, Ioan's channel,
yeah.
a couple of Facebook groups, and Twitter X. So there you go. So
Um,
feel free to watch on any of those platforms that you wish. So we're
well,
going.
uh, you are sure we are live also on my channel?
Oh
As
yeah,
long as
we're
yeah.
live. My phone literally went bzz, you're live.
Says here verifies you to continue your session. Complete a brief verification on Google when I try to go analytics.
Yeah. Anyway, so we are live. Welcome everybody. And yeah, we're running. So yeah, so we got some clouds. So we do have two smart telescopes running today. We have the SeeStar S50, which you can see there with the sun with the orange filter on it, and then we have the Dwarf 2, which is above, which is the white kind of sun. And the reason the Dwarf 2 is kind of dark right now is because I set that one up when the skies were completely clear. So when we get clear patches, it'll look properly exposed. And then the SeeStar has like this automatic correction thing. I have no idea how to fix it. So it's just going to keep going and try to autocorrect with the sun. Now, we do have it set up here where we can take photos, videos, and stuff, and we're going to be going. So I'm the one observing. This is here. I'm in Napanee, Canada. If I stand up, I even have a shirt. Look at this. Woo, a shirt. But yeah, no, that's where we are here, and we're going to be observing from my location because Jan is in Romania, so he doesn't get the eclipse. But I'm here in Canada, so we're just near. I'm near basically. I'm in Napanee, Ontario, which is close to Kingston, Ontario. So
Yeah.
that's how
So
we're going.
I'm observing the first time the eclipse from Romania. Here is actually not visible, but I'm tricking. I'm doing some magic here with Graham. And we are co-hosting this live stream. I offer to help because sometimes you need to go out.
I'm going to
Problems can
disappear, do
appear.
things. I got to pull during totality. I've got to pull the filters off these things, and I also have some other camera gear to try to take some pictures. So during totality, I'm going to be disappeared, and I'll be running around outside like a crazy person. So you'll have Jan to talk you through it, and then suddenly things will happen, and hopefully Jan will tell me how to fix things. I am running things off of iPads here, so got one iPad to control the other one, and then the other one's over here. I just don't want to touch it because it's all plugged in, and it's a little harder to pull that one over here to show you. But yeah, so I can control everything from these lovely iPads, so I'll be running around with them, and they are all set up in the station mode, so they run off my Wi-Fi. So there we go.
Yeah, it was
And
a
right
lot of
now,
work.
yeah, so we're going to be starting totality in what is it? Well, we have totality in an hour and 21 minutes, but the actual eclipse will be starting in I want to say about 50 minutes from now ish. We started a little bit earlier because we wanted to answer any people's questions, and if people are running around saying, "How do I actually use these to image?" Because you actually are close to totality, or you're seeing part of it. Jan here is our imaging astrophotographer for the Solar Eclipse expert, so he can sort of talk you through what settings you should consider if you're using a smart telescope or even a digital SLR, because that's what he does. I
Well,
just point things and hope.
with the SeeStar S50, I guess very easy. You can go manual and just go with the default setting, and just change it to the totality if you want to capture the sun's corona. And with the Dwarf, you can start also the default settings, but it's the problem with haze. So here, Graeme, I think it started maybe 1/200 of a second.
Yeah, so if I look here, functions, oops.
Go more because of the clouds. Go 100 or 150. So you have haze clouds. We need to increase the exposure, guys.
Yeah, let's see if it does it. It's an
Hello,
auto
Maria.
shutter, so.
Hello, Laura. Hello, Brand. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show.
Brent likes my shirt.
Yes, that's awesome.
And Laura is from, the sky is bright and clear. That is super nice at this moment.
Yes, here is very clear. I went outside a few hours ago and the sun was up, shining, no clouds.
Hey, Mary, welcome to the stream. All right, so I'm going to see if I can get this to go. Is that going to make it go? I don't. Oh, no, I got it. There we go. So you can see SeeStar, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can see it better also, the Dwarf. Maybe can you zoom in more to the Dwarfs? Yeah, like that. Yeah, very good.
There we go. It is tracking the sun, so it's pretty good. They're both tracking, so I'm pretty happy. They've been going for about an hour now because I wanted to make sure everything was working before we went live. And we're going. Apparently, Saturn has shown up to the stream. Hello, Saturn, the whole planet. We should be able to see, assuming the clouds kind of move off a little bit for me, I should be able to see every planet but Neptune. And I have one camera. I've got it set up and everything. I'm going to take a picture of Mercury because this is the only time you can take a picture of Mercury.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. If you can capture them and show them at the end of the stream.
Might be able to show it after the stream. Well, near the end of the stream after, because I'll get the card and I'll plug it in and do that stuff, and pull it up. But yeah, so I'm hoping to grab that with the extra camera. So once the live stream is done, or not the live stream, once the eclipse is done, hang around because I'll be showing you what I got with my other camera, and we might even do a little bit of HDR photography to show you how to do it. Because one camera I've set up, I'm going to try to do like 20 stops of HDR, so we get the coronasphere and also like all the little prominence and everything. So that should be pretty cool. And then we will also be using the other one to see if I can get Jupiter and if I can try to grab the comet P12 or 11 or whatever. But I'm less hopeful for that comet. But Jupiter should be pretty darn bright because it's very close to the thing. So there you go.
Yeah. Also, don't forget to subscribe.
We have Grace. So Grace is an Apney local and writer. She's written Button Undone. And if you ever want to read about Ontario farm life, definitely check out her book. So thank you for joining us, Grace. And apparently we're better than NASA at this point. I'll take it. Thank you, Derek Jones.
Hello, Derek. Graeme, I wanted also to say to all the people that are watching this, to also don't forget to subscribe to our channels because we will make also tutorials how to process the data that we will capture from the eclipse.
Yeah, so we'll have a bunch of data. So what will probably end up happening, well, I know what's going to happen. After this is all done, I'll be setting the data. We'll show you some data after the eclipse, totality, and we'll talk about it. And then I know Jan, I'm going to send him the footage, and he'll be doing a whole series of how to process it so that if you are collecting data yourself or you grab a picture like your iPhone, you'll be able to check out Galaxy Art Media, and he'll have tutorials on how to process that. And then what I have on this channel I will be having reviews of both these telescopes. I'll have my full reviews coming out in about a week or two.
So we have a question. Are you using power banks to back up the battery?
No, these are plugged right into the mains.
that's
Everything
good.
is plugged into the power. If I lose power, I lose the stream, I lose the telescopes, I lose everything. It all shuts down. So if I suddenly go blip out, I just lost power. Because we do not have battery backup here. I do have batteries like here in case I absolutely need to for this, but for the stream point, if we do lose power, But
Well,
no, they're running on, everything's running on the mains here.
I have a
just wanted to
first
be safe.
question, Graham. Very important. Have you started
Okay.
the burst mode? We don't want to lose any part of the eclipse. You should start it before it begins.
All right, so I started on the one, and let's see here. Is this one going to be happy?
Put it at maximum maybe and go with 3 seconds. Should be more
3
than
seconds?
enough.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Okay. See if it's going to go. Let's see if it's going to go. How many times are we going to hit this to make it go, Jan?
If you feel no problem, but it's better to start from time.
Yeah, I know. We totally tested everything. I tested everything before we started this live stream. Absolutely tested. No, I didn't. I just said, let's see what happens. See what happens if it goes. Make it go. If I have to go out, I might have to go out and tell it to go. Second here. I also have my phone, which can control the dwarf, so it might be locked to my phone right now. Shouldn't be, but you never know. There we go, right? Yeah. Sorry, the control is locked to my phone in case I have to run out and do anything.
Yeah.
There we go.
We have another
Which is now
question or statement. Do you think I use the Dwarf as a video camera for sports games from a distance? Yeah, you can use it. Not necessarily have to capture an eclipse. You can use it also for sports.
Yeah, the Dwarf 2 works really well if you want to use it for birding, if you want to use it for sports and stuff. The main thing, though, is if you're using it for sports, it would work really well for stuff like soccer and you're wanting to follow the goalie or something, because these smart telescopes are designed to take really good pictures of things far away that aren't moving fast. So if you aim like at the goalie and you start imaging the goalie, you can have it when the goalie's doing stuff. But if you're going to try to track a player running around the field, that doesn't work yet. Although Dwarf has said that they are coming out with a new update for birds and fast action by the end of this month, I hope. So that should help us with that. All right, I'm just going to...
Yeah, we'll have it soon. It's already in beta testing.
Yeah.
So I can actually test it, but it rained. So it rained and I wanted to test it on birds. So I said after the eclipse, I will do that.
Yeah. So welcome to our, I love this, better than NASA live stream of the solar eclipse.
Yeah, better than NASA. Yeah, that's great.
Oh, yeah. So we have this, both of them are now running. They are running basically, one's running in time-lapse mode and the other one's running in burst mode, because Jan figured out that with the Dwarf 2, burst mode is the happier mode to be in. So
yeah, it's the more relaxed and good quality, like a compromise. The best mode would be the Astro mode. However, Dwarf, unfortunately, they didn't finish optimizing it for the eclipse to be relaxed, like to have an interval and stay relaxed, okay, to change settings while using it. So with Astro mode, you need to stop the Astro mode, change the settings, the totality, and restart it, and also restart it multiple times. It doesn't have an interval option.
Yeah, so during totality, I'll be pulling the filter off the Dwarf 2, and then I'll be adjusting it, as I said before, with my phone. That's why I had to make sure the phone was working, and hopefully get a nice totality shot with the Dwarf 2. The SeeStar is going to go black because it's so close to the sun that it might do, I don't know what it's going to do. It might try to expose the sun when it goes black, but the idea being is that that'll capture the in and out, because ZWO was nice enough to lend me the SeeStar, whereas Dwarf 2 gave me the Dwarf Labs gave me the Dwarf 2. So I'm like, if I accidentally melt the telescope, let's melt the one I don't have to give back.
Yeah, you can make a test at the end of the eclipse, leave the filter off, and yeah.
Yeah. So Urban Harvest wants to know, he's going to film his son in the outreach catching balls. So yeah, you could definitely do that. It's not too difficult. The main thing is, I would say, is have it up on a tripod or something about your height, and then focus on the grass right before your right in front of your son. And that way it'll get your son in frame, and you'll be able to do it that way. But then at that point, you're just having it track your son and then hopefully catch them doing some
But
cool stuff.
you need to have the right distance, be very far away,
Yeah.
because if you are close, it might lose it. I've tried
Yeah.
on myself with the tracking function, and it lost me a couple of times.
Yeah, to give you an idea, this is the picture of the wide field scope here. You see the little sun? I'll pop it up here. There we go. So this is the picture of the sun, and this is like really small. And then when we switch it back to the camera, which hopefully I didn't break anything doing that, and I don't see it again. Great. Is there a risk of damage? Yeah, definitely a risk if you remove the filters before the totality. Basically, what happens is the light actually goes in, and the chip can get damaged. But more importantly, that light's going to bounce all the way through your scope, and it'll heat up everything inside the tube, because all that tube is black to absorb any bouncing light, so you get really good astrophotos. All that blackness basically gets all the sun energy in there, and you can have it where it will basically start melting things. There was a really good video out there one time that somebody did where they showed you how fast you can melt a camera with a big telescope, and basically the camera started to have some lovely blue smoke in it, and then it caught fire, and then it exploded.
Basically, if you are using a classic telescope, not the Dwarf 2, and you put an eyepiece, and with no solar filter, you can basically burn a paper or something like that using like a magnifying glass. So if you feel any smoke, that means your telescope might burn also. However, I do think the Dwarf 2 should be able to handle at least maybe a few minutes the sun without the filter.
Well, we may find that out today.
Well, one time I've
gone behind another cloud. Yeah, so the Dwarf 2 suffers from the cloud because it doesn't auto correct as much as the SeeStar, but yeah,
I did capture the sun with telephoto lens without any filters, but yeah, it was I'm not sure, sunrise or sunset, and it was low, and not so strong, and it was fine, but I'm not sure now with the eclipse if it will be.
Yeah. All right, so we're going here. We're going to be in and out of clouds. I'm going to check the forecast and stuff here on my end, but basically, yeah, as I said, it's a lot of cloud streamers going by, so we're hoping to get lucky. That is what our goal is here. So it is going to be fun. But once this clip starts, we'll start seeing it for sure with the Dwarf, with the SeeStar. So, and we're gonna go. Awesome. All right, what do we got? Somebody said, "Wow." I don't know why. Oh, was this wow because yeah, there's a video of a camera exploding. Yeah, very wow. Cameras exploding. Not so wow if you own the camera explode. But... All right. We're going. The SeeStar is running. Yeah, I know they're running, I guess. There we go. This is gonna be a fun time.
Hey guys.
The fun thing though is with this.
I wanted to ask also the audience a question. What do you think about animals' behavior during the eclipse?
That's an interesting one. What do I think is gonna happen? I think there's probably gonna be a lot of they're gonna think they're gonna get dark. And I think they're going to think it's morning, so they're all going to probably start chirping and stuff. That's my guess. I'm going to have my phone. I'll have it recording the audio at the time, or maybe, I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a crazy 2.5 minutes.
I think some might get scared, but I think the instinct will kick in. The animals have, I think, probably better instinct than we do.
Well, all I know is that my dogs are staying inside.
Well, have you ever heard about a cat or a dog having eye problems because he watched the eclipse, the total solar eclipse? No,
I don't think so. No,
and they don't use solar glasses, eclipse glasses.
No, but they're probably also not like, hey, the sun's looked away, let's look up and stare at it until our eyes melt.
So the instinct, I think they are scared. They are scared, and because of that, they do not look at the sun during the eclipse. They go and find some shelter or something.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to disappear for a couple minutes. And
okay, before you go,
I
want to tell you about the timer. Is set when it gets to totality?
I believe that's what the website I pulled it off of does. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So
I'm gonna double check that.
normally it should have started. Right? You already should have started.
Yeah. So I'm gonna check that right now on my app because that's what I do. Check my app.
So if you go check things, if you can go also with the phone or tablet that you use for the Dwarf, because you see the SeeStar has better exposure settings, or you set it on auto, the SeeStar.
SeeStar's on auto.
Okay, so you see, it's because of the clouds, it's getting better exposure. Maybe you can increase manually the exposure of the Dwarf until the clouds pass. Let's hope we can see the eclipse through clouds. So you need to push it more because we need good data.
Yeah. Okay, so the answer to your question is no, they're almost touching. Yeah, they're pretty close though. If I grab the timer here, oops, no, I'll go here.
Thanks, Derek.
No, we're about half an hour. Yeah, it's 2:07 where it starts here. So we still have about half an hour here, but we're gonna solve the SeeStar issue before, which is why we're going and showing how easy to go. Yeah, so for some reason it's locked. I gotta see if I can unlock this. Can I do that? Maybe. All right, so we see I've got control, right? No, it's not gonna show control on yours. Okay, that's okay. I can make the changes here. You'll see the results as I do this.
Yeah. How much you put it now?
Right now, I just took over it. It's going 1/10 of a second at gain 30.
Okay. Good.
That'll probably that's the only thing I'm worried about is I don't want to overexpose it when the clouds do disappear. But yeah, so we got that there, and then we can zoom. We can still zoom in here.
The idea is to have the phone close when the clouds disappear, so you can change back.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I have it so the phone controls the because I'm going to run out there, pull the filter off, and then I'll change it with the phone and get it. And you guys can watch it here. And Jan will swear at me if no, he won't swear at me if I mess up.
No. You need to go to pray to some gods to move the clouds. You know, you said it was only 10% cloudy.
Just move it away. Oh, apparently Derek knows the answer. Animals actually go really quiet during totality. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting because they're pretty quiet right now. We have a lot of geese and rabbits and squirrels. We have a lot of squirrels. I have squirrels that are red and black. I'm not kidding. I should post a photo of that tomorrow. But they're multicolored squirrels. They're really interesting. So
here I have more loud dogs. I can open the window, but I'm not sure the eclipse has this effect around the globe.
Jan has forgotten that he has the black filter behind him on, so we can't see what it showed us.
Yeah, you cannot see. Yeah.
Where I just have this really blurry lens. Super blurry lens.
I don't have a blurry lens currently. I wanted to use my DSLR, but it stops every 10 minutes. I had to put it back on, so I just went with a cheap web camera. No blur.
Yeah. No, I have this set up, and it's what is it here? It's f/0.95 on a micro four thirds body. Yeah, and the camera's trying to film me at 96 frames a second right now. That's set to the wrong setting, but whatever. It's working. That's the important part. Everything's working. We're going. We're getting stuff. Now, here's a question I have for you, Jan, and this is a very serious question. Like, obviously, right now, people are watching, and they're seeing it's kind of a bit blurry on both of them.
Yeah.
Since we're taking pictures, can we actually stack these and still get a sharp image? That's my question for you.
Not too sharp because
stack out the blurriness.
We can stack, but we won't be able to do too much. Yeah. So we get better image.
I do know there is a sunspot right in the middle of the sun right now. And there's one slightly off to the, I guess, left. because when we had them clear, we could see it. Yeah.
So
how are we going?
I don't think you can get sharper than a normal photo, only better quality.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a
It'll be
normal
interesting
good
to see
photo.
here.
Like if you take the best photo, that might be sharper than the stack. Only maybe if you stack like 1% of the frames, and it really needs to be quick at the sun, quicker than when imaging the moon.
All right, sounds good. All right.
Well, at least
Now we're gonna.
on my test, I can put 2 images to see how sharp you can get with the stack compared with the normal.
Yeah.
Or maybe a little bit because it's improved quality and you can also increase the sharpness, but not not too much with the clouds.
Yeah. Well, the when it's totality, I'll have the RedCat 51 with the Nikon Z6 to try to take a wide field shot, and then I have the GH6 set up to do that 20 stop sort of super HDR image that we'll see if we can get it to go and go with that. That
Yeah,
should
let's
work out
hope
pretty well.
let's hope the clouds will not mess,
Yeah.
our captures too much. So
Well, if I look at the I'm surprised some of these websites are still running with the just sheer amount of people checking them. But I'm gonna check it here. Where are we here? We're still pretty good. Yeah, so we got a giant patch there. Yeah, so we have some pretty big holes coming up as this sort of goes because it's striation out, and then yeah, right now it's more clear over the water. So I'm hoping the clouds are heading northward. Yeah, so that should work out relatively well. I'd hate to be in Niagara Falls right now.
Graham,
Oh.
can we check a little bit the layout? Because I remember when we did the test, we had a larger here, the one with the dwarf, and maybe we can see it better. And the sister was still similar, but in different position.
The
And
layout?
we were smaller like this. Let me show you. Like we were like this, but we had the
Okay.
other one, the horizontal one, and the sister more to the left, and we had the one with the dwarf large. Is it possible to go like that?
You can do it like this without me.
So you cannot switch the image with the sister with the one with the dwarf, only like this. So if we can get smaller, maybe.
If we can get smaller. Yeah, no, the one I had set up to do that is this.
Oh, so only one. It would be nice to divide us or something and get smaller.
I know, but when we were doing totality and stuff, this is I won't be here because we'll be doing it this way. So
yeah, and on totality, I need to bring then the Dwarf too because you take the filter, right? So let's see which one we'll use.
not that one.
maybe this one or this one.
Well, if you you could do it that one for the SeeStar.
Oh, this is for the Dwarf
too. Your totality.
For the Dwarf.
Yeah. So you could definitely do that. So Canadian Maker Project, who does 3D printing, wants to melt the camera.
Oh, we have another interesting question here from Laura. I have a lake at the back of my garden. Lots of frogs are much noisier than usual. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe the frogs can feel it.
They can feel it. They can feel the sun and the earth and the moon aligning.
Yeah.
All right, here's a question for you, Jan.
Okay.
So is it better to stack or to make the time lapse?
Well,
we want
a time lapse, but if you want to stack, you can first transform the images into, let's say, TIFF files or JPEGs, depending on. We will have JPEGs, I think, with the burst mode, and take a smaller part and stack that one. Smaller part of images, and stack those. If you want for a single image, there's better quality. but you definitely need to make a time lapse, right?
Yeah. Time lapse of the eclipse is the way to go. And then I'm doing an HDR stack of totality, and I'm hoping that the clouds will not get any worse than this, because I'm seeing some pretty good blue spots coming up as I'm looking out here. So yeah, we should be doing pretty good. And now the sun is almost overexposed.
What
Don't
I think it
overexpose.
would be even better regarding the other question, you can take the sun before the eclipse and use a normal image with the eclipse and combine them in a composite image, and then you get better sun quality, and then the eclipse. So the stack will be good, will be okay.
Yeah. All right, so we got that, and yeah, so Canadian Maker Projects wants to see things go crazy. Yeah, crazy. I would like, as the owner of all this equipment, to have it not go crazy. But yeah, he deals with 3D printers, and sometimes 3D printers go crazy, and then they go and produce spaghetti.
So let's check now. Maybe you should lower now the exposure. You see?
Yeah, I'm trying to do it here. It's just if I set it to like automatic, it goes and it does this, which is way too bright.
No.
And I don't know if
Don't
there's a
do
way of. I'm just wondering if I can like get it to drop the brightness.
Go to 150. Let's see how it looks. 150, 100.
Yeah, 1 second. Don't mind me. I'm just, oops, making mistakes. Because ideally, we want it no brighter than we absolutely have to. That's pretty good. Yeah, we can see the sunspot, right? So if you pull it up,
let's go back where it was. Okay.
I'm just gonna put it up here. That's full screen. Yeah, you can see the sunspot. So this is currently set up, and it is set up at 1/50th of a second and 30 gain. So I'm pretty happy with that. That looks decent. It looks better on my phone than it does on the stream, but that's normal.
Question. It seems a little bit blurry here. Have you focused? Used autofocus before?
Yeah, I can run the autofocus again here. Try to get it.
Okay, good.
You also have to remember that we are dealing with seeing conditions, and I do live near a giant lake, so there's a reason I don't do planetary, and that's it.
Yeah, we will have also a concert with the frogs here. Look.
There you go.
We have updates on the Eclipse song. Thanks, Laura.
Ribbit.
Yeah, I actually recorded a frog song like that, but I don't know where it is. That could be a nice background sound, maybe. You know.
There you go. I would just like to mention, just for everybody watching, that since we put this picture up full view without our faces, our view count has gone up.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Oh, and then it goes down again.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you if I can see also the views from StreamYard.
Well, we're gonna switch it up.
I still need to learn it.
That's okay. I'm here. I can help. And we'll get going. So yeah. So here's the SeeStar. Yeah. So this is a nice big pocket we're coming in. Then we got another stream of clouds. Then there's another big pocket. Then there's another stream of cloud. Then there's another. It looks like a pretty big pocket. So yeah. So this is what we're dealing with today. This is, I think, what most people are dealing with right now. Is it's got this one. So wow. The people voted that I will I should mention that if you go onto my channel, I have a vote for am I going to melt the camera today or not, and Cheryl voted yes, I'm going to melt the camera today. Thanks, Cheryl. Thank you so much.
So since my last stream I titled it like Dwarf 2 versus SeeStar with the Eclipse, maybe you should do it with both. See which one is more resistant, SeeStar or the Dwarf 2. Remove the filters and let it burn.
Yeah, no. I think I need ZWO to say I don't have to return the camera.
Yeah, maybe we get some donations here on our channels that will it will help us do this experiment. So guys, if you want to see this, please donate some cash
No,
here to
I'm
the
not melting a camera.
channel, and Graeme will do it.
No, I'm not doing. How many dwarfs do you own there, Jan? You have like
Maybe
a
if
couple,
you get,
right? You can melt one of them.
I've sold. I don't have extra anymore. I had a few. Yeah, we have also first smile here.
Yeah.
Yes, Laura smiling.
And Cheryl is of course cackling in the background watching this thing. Yes, melt the cameras. By the way, these cost about what, $500 a piece, give or take, US?
Yeah, so if you get 500 donation, you can do it.
I'm not melting the camera, man. Like wanton destruction is not my style. I'm hoping not to melt the camera, but if I'm taking pictures and I miss getting the filter back on the Dwarf before the end, things may happen. I promise nothing. Oh, great! Now I've started it. Now Canadian Maker also wants me to melt the camera. Great. All right.
Yeah, but think about it like an experiment, a science experiment.
Very expensive science experiment.
Yeah, like a science experiment. So you'll put and see. Maybe one of the two telescopes will handle it. Let's try 5 minutes. Go 5 minutes after.
No, I'm not doing that. No. These are $500 telescopes, and then I'm imaging with my other camera gear. It's like $5,000 worth of gear. I don't want cameras to melt today. They're very expensive. I like the cameras.
Okay. But I think with these clouds, I think at least 1 minute they should hold.
Yeah, this is pretty good right now. I know, like, again, I'm looking out the window. We have another cloud band in minutes, and then there's another big clear spot, and then there's another little band coming, but it looks like it's lighter. So the way it goes is the map shows me that we're moving to a clearer spot the closer we're getting to the eclipse. But then right after that, there's like this giant cloud. So I'm hoping the eclipse will happen. And then after that, there'll be a giant cloud. Nobody cares.
So Ben says, yeah, you shouldn't do that. ZWO will never send you one again.
Yeah. No, the ZW1, the filter's staying on the whole time. I'm not risking breaking that one. ZW is a new brand sponsoring me. I do not want to be like, hey, welcome for the first sponsor. And look, the video on the internet of your product burning.
Best to be careful because when I first got the SeeStar S50, I used the charging cable because it is charged during transportation. I don't know, and I had clear sky that night. I wanted to test it, and I have to say, from the first night, I got so scared. Like I hit the charging cable, and the grip was so strong that it fell down to the table and got some scratches. But I was like, oh my god! I hope I didn't just destroy the SeeStar S50 before testing it. But I'm so glad that the SeeStar S50 is the build is good. Like if the build was bad, could have been damaged.
Yeah, but both these are pretty good.
I dropped the Dwarf also like one time on the table
at the start, but
yeah,
there you go.
But with the sensor,
Grace thinks we're hilarious.
Yeah, well, that's good. Then we also do entertaining.
Entertainment, yeah. There you go.
This water is strong.
Yeah, I'm just drinking this random Muir stuff here. We get it in Canada.
Yeah, I bought also a Red Bull in case my white balance go off with the cheap Logitech camera. I will get a Red Bull and I get better white balance. Face white balance.
Oh, okay,
by the way,
there you go.
Can you check? You see better on your phone. The exposure needs some adjusting here, maybe, or we keep it like this.
No, the phone shows it pretty good. Yeah, the app I'm using for this basically mirrors off the TV, not TV, sorry. It mirrors off to the computer, but the thing with the computer is that unless your screen is absolutely perfectly aligned, it ends up being a bit too bright. It's one of the issues I ran into when I was live streaming initially with one of these is I thought it was too bright, and I turned it down, and everyone else was like, I can't see it. So, yeah, I learned that lesson quick. So,
well, you see, the weather gods seems to favor us. The clouds seems to go away, so maybe we are lucky.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm wondering, where is the eclipse? I don't know. See yet?
Where is it right now?
Yeah,
I can look it up. Yeah, I know. It's coming. It's going to be very slow, and the first like 10 minutes you'll barely see it. So we're still there's still got a few minutes to go here. Where are we here? Yeah, you know, you can share your screen, but there you go. That's how close they are right now.
Okay, so
they're getting much closer.
A small break. I wanted to ask you: is it possible to put this timer also on the other layouts, or will take too much time? So
the timers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way I have it set up, I just I put the timer on that one because it's able to do it.
Yeah.
The other one can't do it because I'm using it going through StreamYard, or not StreamYard. I have StreamYard here. I got Streamlab OBS. So Streamlab OBS is streaming the other one as a fake webcam. So yeah, there's a lot of technology going in to show these two screens.
Yeah, I see another cloud, a nasty cloud.
And yes, I did mean iPad. So yeah, we're doing pretty good here. All things considered, it's running and it seems to be happy. And I'm checking here, we still have power, right? 85%.
Well,
and 100%. Okay.
I'm glad everything goes well now on iOS and iPads and iPhones with the Dwarf. I remember you had some issues before. Maybe you can talk about that a few minutes until I get a short break. It's okay to go a short break now.
Yeah. I'll run it over here with me, and there we go. We could just have there, so you can disappear for a few minutes for a short break while I'm sitting here and entertaining everybody with great talks about how this is all set up, because everyone would probably love to hear this.
Yeah.
So both these telescopes are set up in what's called station mode. So they can run independently off their own Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. So you don't actually need to be near Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, and you can use these out in the middle of a field with like any sort of mobile device, Android or iPads or iPhones. But if you want to stream it through your computer and stuff like this, you do need to go to what's called station mode, and it runs off of the internet, your Wi-Fi at home. So what I've done is I have them both running off my Wi-Fi. I then have two iPads, one I borrowed to make this work. So each of them have their own iPad screen that you can see there. And then what I have is something called Reflector 4 that is then showing it on my computer screen. And then I'm using the computer screen to basically screen share using a program called StreamYard.com, which is in the link of the description of the video. And it's being shown there, but you can only show one screen at a time. So what I did was I then used Streamlab OBS to basically fake another web camera on my computer, so that I'm able to show both of them at the same time. And that is the technical way of how I'm doing this. And I have it where the Dwarf 2 is controlled by my iPhone. So when Totality comes out, I can run out, take the filter out, and then correct for the exposure change, so that during Totality, we'll be able to see the SeeStar, which is the white one, will have the full Totality experience, whereas the Dwarf 2 from ZWO will give us the time lapse that we want of the sun coming in, or I guess the moon coming in over the sun, and then leaving, and it should give us the beads and everything else that we have that we want. Now the sky is completely clear, you can see here that the SeeStar is a little too bright, so I will bring that down. And that is the funness I'm having today. If I can find my controls, there it is. So I will now make a change, and we're gonna go like this, and we'll make it a little bit darker, and now the sunspot comes back on. And there are 2 sunspots on there today. There's the bigger one in the middle, and then there's one off to the right at about, I'm going to say 10:30, 10 o'clock, if you know what the 12-hour clock rule works. So that's actually pretty good. And yeah, we're just having some clouds going through, and overall, other than that, things are going actually pretty well. But these scopes will cut through the clouds pretty well. Because they're designed for that, but also they're focused on the sun, and the clouds are actually significantly closer to the telescopes than the sun is. So we do get that ability. So if you are out and you are running into trouble where you're like, oh no, I don't want the clouds to be in focus, a faster f-stop camera will basically blur out the clouds and keep the sun in focus. And then when the clouds come back, they go over. So we do have a question from Lloyd here. Did we autofocus the Dwarf, and are we shooting at it? So the Dwarf and the SeeStar are both autofocused to get to where we are. As the day goes on, we might have to shift the focus or autofocus a couple times, because as their optics and the camera itself is heating up, it is going to shift slightly the focus of the scopes where it is an infinity. It's not ideal, but it is as close as we're going to get in terms of like having this run, and it'll be pretty good. And we are using solar mode for this. The SeeStar is in solar mode, and the Dwarf 2 is in burst mode. I'm not using Astro mode because Astro mode, it locks up when you're taking images, whereas burst mode allows you to actually adjust the settings on the fly, which is what I'm doing right now, to lighten and darken as the clouds go by. Because the auto mode on the Dwarf 2 isn't quite perfect. Like, it does an okay job if you're shooting stuff like during the day, but with clouds coming in and out of such a bright object, it tends to hop around a little too much. So that's kind of how it goes. Yeah. So yeah, so we're shooting in burst mode on the Dwarf 2, and we are shooting in solar mode on the SeeStar S50. And if I pause a second, it's because I sometimes mix up which one is which. But if you are watching this and you're not sure, the white one is the Dwarf 2, and the yellow one is the SeeStar S50. And this is colored wise. Oh, that was a bird. Because of the sensor filters that they have. The SeeStar S50 is using a film filter, but it's using the yellow film filter, whereas the Dwarf 2 is actually using ND, like glass ND filters. They're 1.25 inches. They come in the deluxe version of the camera package, and that's what I'm using there. And they do actually surprisingly a really good job. The only other filter that I would say could probably do a little bit better job is the beta film, which I have for some of my other telescopes, etc. But the issue there is it's a film, and it's not necessarily the best thing to be using when you're trying to rip things off really quickly and slap things back on. So I went with the safe route on this one because I would prefer not to melt the camera, even though everyone is voting that yes, they'd like to see me melt the camera today. So the SeeStar is able to, SeeStar is able to magnify in order to get better visuals of the features. I'm probably not going to be doing that in this video. We are taking the images so we can actually process them later and make follow-up videos and show that detail. But while we're live, we want to kind of show the whole face of the sun. And then we can easily stack the images later. When it's zooming in, it's a digital zoom, which we can do on the computer as well. So there's not a huge advantage of doing that per se. So we're probably going to keep it just completely wide like this. I will be zooming in with the Dwarf, because the Dwarf, when I zoom out, it's only that big, and then I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. But when I go out to Totality, I'll have it zoomed out so you can see all the streamers and everything else going across. But for most of this, we'll have it zoomed in to try to give you guys the wider view, or the more magnified view of it, so you guys can see it and go that way. And Lloyd apparently is in the United States, because he's already got a quarter of eclipse right now. So he's ahead of us in the eclipse curve. So yeah, if you're down in the United States, you will get this. We'll get it up here in Canada last, and then it will go out into the Atlantic Ocean as it hits sunset for those people there. And yep, he is from Arkansas. Is it Arkansas? Yeah, it's Arkansas. There you go. So the counter. So the counter is the counter to, I believe it's the counter of either the start or the totality. I'm going to double check which one that actually goes to. It's a counter. I say that in such a bad word. 1 second here. Oh, it's going to go. No, I want to go this way. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Now it's going to go too dark. Right, there we go. Awesome. Yeah, so the counter should be counting down to totality, or the start of the eclipse. I pulled it off of a website because Ioan wanted a counter. It was literally we need to go live. We're already 2 minutes late. Throw this in. So, but yeah, if it's there. Yeah, it's digital, so it doesn't make any sense during the session. Like if you're doing this on your own system, you can zoom in and do that. But for this live stream, it's I could zoom in, but it's not going to give us that much extra detail. As I try to figure out why my there we go. Yeah, no, it looks much brighter for you guys than it does for me. Anyhow, okay. I hope that makes sense. Probably jumping between comments. So they're in sorry, Derek, I cannot pronounce it. Malzahlen, and they have an MX 3/4 done. Oh, they're 3/4 done, and they have clear sky on the NASA feed. Okay. So right now I am running it at 6,400th of a second, and the gain is 30. If it was completely clear, I'd probably have the gain closer to 0, but I have to fight the clouds and trying to play around with it. It's easier just to play with the shutter at a gain of 30. But if you have clear skies, then you probably want to go gain 0. That'll definitely help you with the image quality on that. As for what the SeeStar S50 is doing, it is in full automatic because that's what the SeeStar S50 does. It's really easy to use, but it also is fully automatic, and you can't really change things too much. I could change the exposure mode on it, but there's no point in it. It literally will just keep the exposure running properly, and you don't need to touch it. So that is what we're doing here. So there we go. As we continue the countdown here, and I'm going to figure out what that actual countdown number says, because I pulled it off of a website and I got to find it. Totality timer. All right, let's see what this says. Awesome. So, funny note, that is countdown timer for Chicago. Don't know why it says Chicago. We might have to make a slight change. Yeah, I totally just grabbed that off the internet. Do. No. So if I do it like this, I think we got it better now. All right. Watch how fast I can change this and hopefully not break this. There you go. Now it's properly timed to where I live. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so we're about an hour and 27 minutes away, and I probably will need to correct it. I just randomly did that. There you go. Yes, let's throw the co-host under the bus. We're going to blame Ioan for this. I didn't break anything yet. No. When we get to Totality, though, it might get interesting out there. It's definitely going to be very interesting, and we'll have Ioan on here to talk you all the way through Totality, and I'll be running around outside like a crazy person because... Oh, what am I doing? Can I put myself back in? No, that's Ioan's chair. No, what did I do? I had this working perfectly. Oh, no. Okay. I'm not going to break it. Don't break it. But yeah, so this is outside. I'm watching the sky. It is looking more bluey out there, but there are still some patches of white. And again, we really only need it to be clear for 4 minutes at a particular time, and that will make everybody super happy, myself included. But when I decided to do this live stream and stuff, I said I don't want to be trying to drive halfway across the country to sort of do this, particularly on the 401. If you saw the video I posted, there was traffic on the 401 yesterday, let alone today is probably going to be a little nuts because everyone's going to try to drive and try to get on the far side of the clouds. So Derek wants to know, yes, this is tracking with both telescopes. They are tracking. There's no EQ mounts or stuff. They're literally just sitting on the grass. I did put them on tripods, so they're not on the grass itself, but they are basically just sitting there and imaging. And we just had a big cloud go by. And it's gone. There you go.
And
and Ioan's back.
Hello. So I guess this timer
I will not catch fire if I go outside during Totality.
It's set for the starting of the eclipse, right? Not for the Totality.
No, this should be Totality. Let's start with Totality.
Oh, okay.
I might have to adjust it. I have to go check my thing to make sure the exact timing and stuff. But yeah, the original timer I put up was for the start of this one here, but it's also where Totality would be in Chicago, as it's apparently moving around. Although
it's my bad.
Why you'd be in Chicago? I don't think Chicago's getting Totality, but yeah.
I thought it's 1 minute and 24 seconds. My bad. I was like excited to see the eclipse.
Yeah, you're back. And by the way, Totality is in a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello,
So for
everyone.
here, it starts at. Oh shoot! What time zone is this in? Yeah, it starts at 3:21. And it goes until, yeah, it starts at 3:21 and it goes till 3:24. So I only get about 2 minutes and 47 seconds, so it's not too bad. But yeah, I'll be running out. I got a whole thing timed. I can do it in about 1 minute 10 seconds, and I'm going to enjoy 1 minute and 30 seconds, and then I'm going to put the thing back on, and we'll come back here.
Exposure. Don't forget exposure on the Dwarf to tweak it.
Sometimes. Yeah, I know, but it's bouncing around. I've been changing it, but it's.
By the way, maybe we should ask, and you should type because you type faster. Do you want to capture the eclipse with the Dwarf with the sun white balance, or just go with the default white?
It's going to be whatever it's set to.
Well, we can change it after, but if you set it directly now at sun white balance, it will be close with the SeeStar. So what do you think? We should leave it like this or change it? We still have
it's fine
time.
being white. Yeah, it's fine being white.
Okay. Then we can have two timelines, one white and one we change it after.
Yeah. I'm not going to worry about it too much because at the end of the day, it's going to be what it is. And then we can tell the difference. Because if I make them both yellow, you're going to have some fun if you have to switch between one or the other. So yes, Canadian Maker Project is giving me all the conspiracy theories of what happens during Totality. And yeah, and Derek is very happy with the sun tracking of these telescopes. So yeah, they are tracking surprisingly well. It'll be interesting to see how they work during Totality though, because during Totality the sun literally disappears. So I'm not too worried again with the Dwarf 2 because if we zoom out, there's a lot of room for it to move around in the frame. But with the SeeStar, it's going to be interesting to see how it comes in because it might have to do a correction after the eclipse is done. But
yeah, about this, I want to check also a little bit with a different kind of layout, a little bit. To see here, you've disabled, right, the recenter or let it active on the SeeStar. The correction, is active.
It's correcting. It's
active. Correcting. It's active. Okay, so here, because of the clouds, there is a small chance that it might go lower and then push it back, and it will be a big difference in the. So I noticed that when I've had clouds and tested the SeeStar, or I had some trees.
Well, I expect that during Totality because it's going to disappear for about 2.5 minutes. So I expect it's going to shift in that, and then we'll have to correct it right after it.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens during Totality. It should be interesting.
Yeah, and what the new updates with the Dwarf, they updated the tracking, and they said they can track the sun for about 4 hours without having any issues now. So I'm not sure if they're also correcting or not the position.
I think it's correcting it, but I don't know if it's correcting it as well as the SeeStar is. But it's staying in the frame, so that's good.
Yeah,
I'm happy with it.
Let's see the others. Wait, oops. Like this, right?
Yeah. And then we have another question here. It's why the Dwarf recording in black and white? So
it's not black
white balance is set to white. The sun surprisingly is white. That's why it comes up. And as to why it's like for here, I think it's just the white balance I have picked. And that's how it's going. I could try to make it yellow if I wanted to, but I don't know if that's.
But can you, if you want, you can access the white balance from the menu and change it to sunlight. But I don't know. Maybe we should leave it on default and have more contrast between the two.
I'm running with the beta version of this, so yeah. It says tone is white balance is currently set to auto.
It's gray, or you can change it to. Maybe you can change it. It will be a few frames. Change it a little bit to sunlight.
Yeah.
And see.
Yeah, I did. That's it.
Yeah, but we cannot see difference yet. Can you see any difference on your phone?
Nope.
Huh. Interesting. It's possible you might need to stop and restart the. But it's like 3 seconds.
I'm not stopping it. Everything's working. I don't want to break things. Apparently, it's supposed to be recording it in color. I don't know.
Look.
At this point, it's working.
Beginning. It's beginning.
Yep. There we go.
It's beginning. So you really need to watch more the Dwarf, since you need to you might need to raise a little bit the exposure. Maybe raise it a little bit, just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because of these nasty clouds.
Amazing it.
You're welcome, cats.
You have to remember it has to actually it adjusts, but only adjusts the next burst rate. So let's see if it does. And even bigger clouds are going.
yeah, adjusted
When
more.
the eclipse happens, the clouds are now here. It's like, oh.
Adjusted more.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah, go more. Pump it up.
Yeah, I'm pumping it up.
So if you hear any weird noises during the eclipse from my chair, it's because I forgot to fix it. So nothing, no conspiracy about it. I just forgot to fix my chair. So if I go like this, it might do that. Don't go to 15 seconds, too much. What are you doing, Graeme?
I'm trying to make this work, and it's having some problems.
Yeah, maybe lag, you know?
Yeah, it could be.
So we have another vote for melting camera, but people are voting for camera to melt still. How we know that they are voting? I don't know, see the votes yet. So Graeme,
Yeah,
seems people want to melt the camera. Is any sum
sure
of money
they
you
do.
accept? You'll accept for this experiment?
I'm going to go with no. We're not melting a camera today. I don't think people would be very happy.
Okay. So, clouds. Let me meditate for you, so the clouds will go away. So, Graeme, look, I think it's better to go with the arms like this, you know? I feel more energy passing to the live stream. Can you see any difference?
No, because nobody can see you.
Oh,
There you go.
Okay. Can you see any difference? Huh? I'm forcing
not
the clouds
yet.
out. Tell me. Now I'm making a ball energy like a ball, and trying to send it live to the waves of Wi-Fi or internet. You see, I see a difference in the SeeStar S50. Yeah, they are moving away. Go. Seems it's working, Graeme. You should do it too. Come on, do it. Look, they are going
I'm
away.
currently trying to fix the exposure on there so we can actually see it. So
Yeah, you see, it's functioning. So you see, magic is like a science we cannot explain.
my brilliant plan has backfired in my face. And we have Richard on the stream. So, hey, Richard, welcome to... Graeme has somehow broken one of the telescopes just as the eclipse started, and the clouds came in. So
Hello,
right now
everyone.
I got my phone has now gone the wrong mode. All right. Are we getting anything? Oh, there you go. That's 1 second exposures.
And guys, if you like the live stream, don't forget to share it on Facebook groups and like it, so more people will join and see the totality together. Hopefully, no clouds will be there, but yeah, we love to have more people seeing the total eclipse with us.
Okay, so for those who are interested in this time-lapse mode, we've used a gig of data in 1 hour. of running it on the Dwarf 2.
What do you have? 1 gigabyte of data?
It used up 1 gigabyte.
Told you it's not a problem. So I tested, like, made 5,000 images with the burst mode or something like that, and didn't occupy so much.
I might have to take my iPad out. The iPad is somehow switched over to control mode.
Oh, and which is the one with the Dwarf and the SeeStar? The iPad is with the SeeStar?
They both have iPads. I borrowed an iPad.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. That was my whole thing, so.
I thought it was like a trick, a phone app or something, to look the same.
So apparently the NASA one in wherever Malta, how would you pronounce that? Malzahlan? I'm not sure. But apparently their Totality just finished, and it had awesome prominences and diamond solitaire. I don't know what diamond solitaire is. Your images are rock steady by comparison. So I'm not sure if that's irony given the clouds we have, but
maybe it refers to the diamond rings. Maybe 1 diamond ring, with the big Bailey's beads. And
with the giant Bailey beads. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. I'm looking out the window. We're gonna have clouds for a short period of time, and then we got some more blue sky coming down the range. Soon it's all coming. Yeah.
Well, do you think maybe we should put this question up in a comment for everyone to see it? Do you think we can capture prominences in totality with these 2 smart telescopes?
I'm hoping the SeeStar is going to do it. I'm not sure about the Dwarf, because the Dwarf we can control manually, but it does take a certain amount of effort for it to come back and follow through. So, but I'm hoping that we're going to get a clear spot at some point. But yeah, we are going here, and it does seem to be working. So. I'm happy with that.
Could do it with the auto, maybe it will go to maximum, but if you remove the filters to the Dwarf, normally you should get better results with the Dwarf, no?
Yeah. If you pull the Dwarf, but if you pull the filters off too early, it's just gonna blow up the whole thing and potentially melt the camera.
Yeah, well, I think you can remove the filters when it gets to Bailey's beads and the diamond ring, but then you need to go with lower exposure times there.
You just want me to melt the camera, don't you?
No.
He said no, not really. No.
I don't want to melt your camera. If you melt it and it's my fault, I will send you Dwarf too.
Out of your stock of Dwarf 2.
I will send you 1 Dwarf 2 if you melt it.
You have a newer version of Dwarf 2 too, because they came out with the first one with the Kickstarter.
I can send
you. And then they made some nice upgrades to it, and then
I can send you the older version. This should be the same like yours.
Cat's Corner is up here saying that we are doing a great job. That is excellent to hear, despite the blurry image we have right now. But that's one of the things with these things. You honestly, you can't control the weather, and it's gonna go. Yeah, so when we're into totality, so I'll be pulling the filter off of this one here, the white one, if I'm pointing in the right direction. That's the one I'm going to pull the filter off. The ZWO SeeStar, that filter's on pretty tight, and I don't necessarily want to pull it off. The other one, the Dwarf 2, is just held on by a couple magnets, comes off really easily. And then I'll be taking pictures with my regular camera, which I have set up beside it, with a actual lens cap and stuff. I'll take pictures of that during totality because that's the higher end camera. I'm going to go for the whole 20 stops of dynamic range, and then I will then put the filter back on the SeeStar before the totality finishes, and that's the plan. Plus there'll be some oohing and awing and stuff like that, obviously, but there you go. So the upgrades they did. So the upgrades that the SeeStar did, the SeeStar is the SeeStar. The Dwarf 2, they put some upgrades into the base to improve the base. And I think they also changed one of the motors, or they made a change on the inside. so that it would run a little bit quieter than the initial ones did. Because the initial bases were having some problems, and they also improved it so that the power charging is 100%. If you look at the SeeStar, you'll see that it's still running at 100%, whereas the Dwarf 2 is now running at 80% battery, despite the fact that both of them are plugged into the mains. So the Dwarf 2 slowly loses power, even though it doesn't have it. That's the first version that came out, whereas the newer version, it'll keep it running at like 100%. So you can run it for theoretically ever. So there you go.
Yeah, well, Graeme knows this because I had the problems, some problems with the old Dwarf, charging problems. And I made also a video, by the way, you can check it on my channel with the new version. So agree, it's changed basically, the base is stronger and it charges better. Yeah. And my old Dwarf, if the battery is like old, like 1 year and something, I had problems charging the battery. I don't know if other people with old Dwarfs had these problems. But I placed a new battery and it seems it's charged. But the new model, it charged also the bad battery and also the good battery. So I wanted to complete this because there are some recent experiments that I've done with these two Dwarfs, the old one and the new.
And then we also have a question of, so we did that question. Oh, here's the other one. Yeah, so apparently NASA's equipment had trouble tracking the totality. So we're hoping that these smart scopes will cope with totality and they won't go too crazy. I'm pretty sure the Dwarf 2 will be fine. The SeeStar, because it's much more narrow shot in, may run into a bit of problems, but as I said, for the pictures I'm going to keep, these are going to be doing their burst and time lapse mode, and I'm going to have another camera out there, and I'll do that, and I'm literally going to be holding it in my hands with a video monopod and just point and shoot.
So I have to let you know, here is already dark, so it's like I'm in the totality phase already here in Romania, Transylvania region.
You're at night.
In Europe, yes. So it's already now like I'm in the totality phase. So for me, it's it takes much more time. It's already cool, weird, magical.
Cool, weird, magical.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. All right. So we're going through this band of clouds. It might get a little dark because I can see it, but then it's going to get clearer again. Just we're fighting the clouds today. So we'll see how well this tracks with clouds. I don't know what it's tracking now.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if it will remain in the same position. So it's a good idea that you use the charging to mains, because if you use some external batteries might go well, but who knows, there is a small risk there. However, the SeeStar should be fine without charging. It can
I plugged in anyway. I just plugged them both in.
What is funny, for if I think about it, when Dwarf Labs says it has a changeable battery, so I'm curious who will change the battery during the eclipse, like take the battery, stop the Dwarf, put it back, put another battery on.
No, my backup were these little battery pouches if I had to. There's no we're going to change the batteries in the middle of the totality. Don't I wish we could remove the clouds? Yes. Ioan has a camera for that, don't you, Ioan?
Yeah, I have.
That was your April Fool's joke.
Yeah, you can watch that short on my channel. The camera that can see through clouds. But I almost got fooled myself. So I took the camera out and it's with infrared, and I just tested without any filter. Actually, I forgot to put an RedCat filter, and with that clouds, I was really able to see a lot into those clouds, like with the Orion Nebula. And with other telescopes, maybe SeeStar S50, I had it out, I couldn't see so much. Like I barely could see some stars there. But with the mono camera in infrared, I could see more. But of course, also the clouds, but I could see some large stars. I could see a little bit from Orion Nebula, but I cannot see as I put it in that prank of 1st of April.
And Kelly's given us some eclipse emojis, plus the word BR, which I'm not sure what that is. But
thank you, Kelly.
Yeah, thank you very much. And Lloyd wants to know what setting the egg. Yeah, that's called clouds, Lloyd. Lots and lots of clouds.
What egg we have?
Oh, it was starting to look egg yolky as the clouds came in before they totally zonked us out here. Oh, we're waiting for this kind of brownie band to go over. And then we got Grace says the cows are oblivious to the eclipse. Yeah. How does she have no cloud there? You don't live that far away from me. We're gonna shut down for 5 minutes or 20 minutes while Graham packs up all his stuff and drives over to Grace's farm to go where there's apparently no clouds.
So you take a trip now?
No, I'm joking on that.
No, okay.
No, I'm not driving all the way out there. Apparently, Canadian Maker Project, Ron would like to remind you to like all and vote. Right, because I have to vote about am I going to melt the camera? I'm thinking, why are we voting? I'm like...
Like the videos, guys, on both channels, Galaxy R Media and Ember Sky Media.
And Grace would like to say that the clouds have covered theirs so that I can't drive over and see. It's like, I'm going to come over, and Grace is like, no. We suddenly don't have an eclipse here. Oh.
About that, I was trying to capture a few months ago a solar transit with the SeeStar S50. And I drove like 1 hour and 15 minutes or something like that. It was 70 kilometers. And when I arrived there, it was sun behind, like 10 kilometers behind was clear. When I got there, clouds, almost all the sky with clouds. And I couldn't see the sun. I took the SeeStar out, but I couldn't see the sun because of the clouds. So I went back like 1 kilometer or 2, and I managed to capture the sun from other angle near the cloud. I was lucky the cloud went in the other direction. And I had only a few minutes to start for the transit, and I was almost ready. What I did, I put the filter on, the solar filter. And I don't know, with the grip was not so good. I pushed it and I had some vibrations or something like that. And the SeeStar shut it down, like went, ooh, I will shut down. I lost the transit. So,
all right, so we got some additional comments here. So Fingers is saying loves the content. Thanks to Telescope gave me a few months ago. I'm assuming he's talking to you, Jan.
Yeah. Thank you, Fingers. But New York. Yeah, well, I hope I answered all the questions about the eclipse on my other videos. I had some questions, comments, I replied as best I could before this event. I will do also after. But we have a time difference, so it's here. It's like 7 hours plus the time. So it's night here. On Graeme, it's not night yet.
And I'm going to agree with Derek here. Please move the clouds. Please move the clouds.
Derek.
Move them away. I want some of that blue stuff coming back here.
I will try magic again. Movie.
Well, the thing here is that it's nothing is moving fast right now. Like I'm able to look there and I can see it. I'm probably seeing like an hour or two down there. So we do have a very dark band going across right now, but then it lightens up significantly, and then I can see some blue further down. So this hopefully is the worst we're gonna have.
So you believe they will go away, right?
Oh yeah. No, this is very band. Like I can see the bands in the sky. So this is like one of the darker bands that's there. Then it'll go. So the SeeStar is able to see it, or sorry, the Dwarf 2 is able to see it right now, and it actually looks not bad. Other than the fact that like if I zoom out, like that's not actually that bad. In terms of how that looks.
Do you have a golden pyramid or something like a pyramid? Shiny object.
Shiny object.
Yeah, you could try with a gold pyramid. Okay, but I wanted us to be visible when I'm saying it.
Oh, sorry. Here, let me.
Like a triangle, like a pyramid, you know.
There we go. That's the one we want.
You need to find. I have one here, but I'm not sure if it will work over such distance. You take it out, and you pray to God Apollo, and pray to move the clouds. And
okay.
it might. There is a chance, it will be sunny again.
So it's an hour and 25 minutes into the live stream, and finally somebody has asked the ding 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 question of the day. Which telescope do you like, the Dwarf or the SeeStar? How many videos do we have on this, Jan?
So which telescope do you like, the Dwarf or the SeeStar? I guess depends on the situation. Like if I need to go somewhere, travel, I like more the Dwarf because it's easier to go with. And depends also what I want to capture. Like if I need to get better results on deep sky, then I might like more the SeeStar. But for the eclipse, if I want to refer which one I would like to capture it more, or it's easier to capture, I would say it's a little bit easier with the Dwarf too, because it's easier to set up. So the quality should not be too huge difference between the two. Of course, with the SeeStar, it will be higher because if you set it in RAW, it will also be higher because we won't have compressed data. And also, it has a little bit better resolution, like pixels per arc seconds, that is calculated with a ratio of focal length and pixel size. So SeeStar S50 has larger pixels that gives better quality on deep sky, but it will lower the resolution compared with the Dwarf 2. However, it has the 250 millimeters focal length that compensates, and it gets a little bit higher than the Dwarf. But that's why I say if you use both compressed or raw, should not be a huge difference between the two. So hope this helps. I like them both. But
they complement each other pretty well. My take on it is this: the SeeStar is a telescope. It's a smart telescope. It does the smart telescope thing very, very well. Whereas the with the Dwarf 2, it does the telescope thing pretty good, but you can also use it for birding, for sports, for like
spying the neighbors.
No, I'm not spying on the neighbors.
No?
But like the solar and the lunar stuff, it has the auto stacking in there, and it does those things very well. Whereas, like when you're talking like deep space objects, the SeeStar definitely does a very, very good job. So it's hard not to buy one. Both of them work really well. So
yeah, the idea is with the Dwarf has also larger field of view, and we have the orientation 16:9. It's nicer to go and capture something outside, like the cows that you mentioned before with your neighbor, right? You could go with the Dwarf and capture the cows. But with the SeeStar S50, you might capture only one cow or a leg or something. I don't know.
yeah, and the cow has to be like what 28 meters away to be in focus. So
yeah. Hello, Derek. Let's see here. We have another question. Well, that says something about the tracking when the sun is still in frame after 100% cloud. Augurs well for totality tracking. Okay, so the sun is still in center. We have good feedback.
Yeah, it has moved slightly. Like if I looking at it, but not as much as I thought it would. And we did just go through a big giant pile of clouds. So if it tracked through that and it kept going, I think for totality we're going to be pretty good. The main thing is we're just going through that, as I said, giant band of clouds, but it's starting to look better. So I'm pretty happy with that. And
both are great, especially for the selling price. I have wished for it for a long time.
Yeah, they're both about $500. I think the SeeStar S50 is a little bit more than $500, and the Dwarf 2 is a little less than $500. But like when I think of like the equipment and what you need to buy in order to do the same thing with like astronomy gear, $500 doesn't even start.
Yeah, well, I guess it's about 20% of difference if you buy also the filters.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I have to check again.
The
But
answer is
also
buy the
depends on
filters,
your
though.
location. It depends on your
Yeah.
location. For example, the Dwarf 2, they might send you from Europe if you live in Europe and might not have to pay taxes. But if you buy it from somewhere else, you might add also taxes. For example, the SeeStar, if you buy it for $500, I need to pay here $600.
Yeah, so it's always important to try to buy it where you can, I don't want to say avoid paying taxes, but avoid paying unnecessary taxes.
Yeah.
Because if they ship them in bulk, then there's a bulk shipping. So,
by the way, if you don't have one of these telescopes already, we had also affiliate links on our channel description, our video description.
There you go. We gotta make some money somehow. To cover all this. iPads. You're using
well, that would be nice also. like really, we need to figure it out how to make more money with YouTube. Because if we don't, we won't be able to make so much videos, even if we keep the channels. It's one point when we get that we might need to not to do something else more in order to be able to sustain the.
So if you're watching on Ioan's stream, what he's trying to say is hit the thanks button. Subtly, very subtly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And if you happen to know somebody who works in a company that deals with like optics or cameras or stuff, give them a poke and tell them to send us some new gear.
Yeah, I'm really trying to gather more money from YouTube and buy some new gear this year, like a 10-inch telescope. For the moment, I'm hoping to get the mount to buy a new mount.
And you just got a new member.
Oh, thank you. Me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have a membership running. I don't.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Melissa. Appreciate it.
He's like, me?
I
like, it's not me.
On other channel. Yeah, because with the StreamYard, you don't know exactly who, right?
Oh, I know exactly who's who. I do. I don't have a membership running on my channel. So.
Who let the dogs out?
So how do I stream? Okay, so I covered this a little earlier in the show. But basically what I'm doing is I have the smart telescope and a dog barking in the background, apologies. And it goes to my iPad, and then I'm using Reflector 4 to show the iPad on the computer, and then I'm using a program called StreamYard to show the screen and control this whole thing and allow me to switch everything like this and do all this stuff.
So basically you're just doing like a screen mirroring the screen, right, of the iPad. Right?
Yeah, basically, I'm just dealing with the screen and stuff. And now the dogs know there's a solar eclipse on. And
this answers the questions. What happens with animals when the solar eclipse comes?
No, this is what happens when everyone goes outside to look at the solar eclipse and they leave the dogs inside.
Oh,
and they leave the dogs inside and they don't put them in the house.
And the dogs are there with you in the room?
They're downstairs. They're supposed to be in the house. So yeah.
Oh.
They're not supposed to leave the house.
Well, let's hope they will be nice. If not, maybe you need to move them a little bit.
They'll be nice. They'll be nice. I may disappear for a second and give them some cuddles and some treats and say,
give them some
go to the other side of the house, please. Look at me. But yeah.
Have you tried with my technique with cats if they bark?
No, we're not talking about your technique with cats.
No?
Okay. No, we're not doing that.
Here it works sometimes it doesn't.
We need to fill in a bit of content space, but we're not going to talk about your cat content.
No cat. It's like technique for the dogs if they bark, to train them. Good for this situation.
It is. But yeah, they'll be
fun. Put the link to the StreamYard.
Yeah, I'll put the link in. Just give me a second to pull up the link.
We are about total here now.
Yeah, so there's a link to the StreamYard that you can use. That's an affiliate link. It helps cover the cost of StreamYard because it is a monthly cost, although they were nice enough to let me have it for free. Well, I won it for free for a year. Whenever there's a contest out, I'm like, if somebody's like, do you want some free stuff? My answer is yes. And I have a couple networks that can then tell me all these cool contests that happen. So I answer them all. And sometimes I win.
Yeah, congratulations. I think I also helped with that. I remember doing a live stream like this together, and with the SeeStar S50 review.
Yeah, we use this for the SeeStar S50 as well. So that one we recorded, then we edit it and stuff like that. Which you can also do here is record, and then edit it, and then put it out as a video. So it works well. I do that when I'm doing my podcasts and stuff like that.
I think they saw that video. They saw the video. Say, "Oh, these guys are so smart. They know so much about these telescopes. Oh, let's give Graeme a free pass."
That's not what happened, but no, it was in one of the groups I was in. I help a lot of new YouTubers and talk to them and explain to them how to actually go from like 0 subscribers to like 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, they were like, wow, you're helping so many people, so here's a free copy. I was like, yay.
By the way, anyone is more thirsty with this event, with the eclipse? I'm like drinking more water than usual.
No, I'm doing pretty good. Well, you're gonna drink water because you're talking so much, right? And like, how many people, when you think about it, you're talking all the time.
Yeah, you frozen. Hope you'll get back soon.
It comes out again. I'm going to disappear for a few minutes to go and have a look at it myself with, my eyes, since we have solar glasses and stuff like that.
Okay, but you still have like 46 minutes until the...
Yeah, I know, but I want to look at it because in case a giant cloud comes by, I'm supposed that I saw it with my eyes. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to try this again. When I go to 15 seconds, it's going to take about 15 seconds, obviously, to have this kick in. It actually did a pretty good job of shooting through the clouds. So we're going to see if that works again. Whereas with the SeeStar, it's totally out right now, but we'll see when it comes back in. And yeah, so but there is blue coming. I'm just get past this giant band of I hate you cloud. But the wind is blowing. We're not blowing, but moving. So it is what it is. Again, can't do the weather and what the weather is now. Ooh.
Dallas in Totality.
Was this NASA again, or is this somebody else? Yeah. It's the tracking once you lose the sun it can be difficult. So I'm actually very impressed. And as I said, like this would work really well if there was like a transit or something going on. Those are always fun to image as well. Getting that time lapse of a transit going across. But my hope is that we get enough of a clear pocket that we can see totality and I can get a picture of Mercury. I want to get that whole chronosphere too, but like this is the one time you can image Mercury.
I would love to do that. I would love to do that also. Yeah, from here I think it's too low to capture it from my position. In United States, when I talk with some friends there, it was higher, but from here, from my place, it's too low.
Yeah.
So what do you know what altitude it will be? It would be nice
Mercury?
to show. Yeah.
It'll be up and to the left.
Yeah, but we don't know how high it will be above the horizon.
Well, it'll be above the sun.
Yeah, maybe we should until you'll have the images and when we have clouds to make a simulation from your place with Stellarium, right? If you already set of your place,
you can share Stellarium if you want, and we can switch to that.
Yeah,
we'll still have the other. We'll just swap out the SeeStar right now because the SeeStar is giving us nothing. We'll bring it back later.
So you want me to configure it with your location from my PC?
Yeah, because I can't show another screen. I'm not messing around with what I have right now. Yeah. What I have right now works. I'm not breaking it, everybody.
That's why I ask you.
Yeah.
So I'm opening Stellarium now, and
yeah,
try
if
to
you open up
configure
Stellarium,
it.
we can swap out the we swap this one out for Stellarium, and then you can talk to them.
So now we could also put another layout or put one full screen with us, show a little bit, and then switch back.
Yeah,
So
yeah. There's a lot of stuff we can do. Oh wow! Somebody else has got a local TV station that's also using the Dwarf 2. There you go.
Oh, that's nice. Well, Graeme was also thinking, what if the news stations will ask us about this awesome live stream?
Yeah, well, originally when like a week out, it was looking like we were going to be the only ones with clear sky, and everyone else was going to get like clouds across the entire United States. So I'm glad to see that other people are getting some clear skies, but it would be nice if I got some clear skies too.
Graeme, I cannot see the sun in Stellarium. What's happening?
An eclipse is happening? Like, what do you want me to say? Or is it you're showing it at night?
Yeah, but also from my location, I cannot see the sun.
You got to switch it up. You got to switch it up to Kingston.
I was making a joke, so people will laugh a little bit.
Let us know in the comments if you laughed at that, or if you were as confused as I was. He's like, I can't see the sun. I'm like,
maybe it was a scientific joke. Scientific joke, no? Search here.
Oh, this is a lovely comment. Look at this. Look at this eclipse. It's totality already. It's like, I don't know what to say. Could you believe somebody jumping on the stream right now? Like, oh my goodness, they have totality right now. Yes, for the next 42 minutes.
Ontario, right?
Totality. Kingston, Ontario. Yeah, that's close enough.
Oh, so nice views you have, my friend. Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, Mars is low.
Yep.
Where is Mercury? Oh, so nice. I think.
Yeah, Mercury is just up to the right. Yeah, I'll be able to capture Mercury with the 250 RedCat and the Z6. So
53 degrees. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should use maybe a bigger, larger telescope for Mercury, and I don't know, but yeah, it will be hard to. It's hard to find with larger focal length.
No, it'll be pretty easy to find. But no, I can take a picture of it with the 250. The main thing is if I have clouds, obviously clouds are going to cause a problem. But we'll see what we get. If the worst comes to worst, I get to enjoy sitting here watching the entire sky and everything get dark, and you know, enjoy the darkness for 2.5 minutes, and then go, wow, that was cool. And then like it's gonna get nighttime later, and I'll be like, meh.
Okay, add to list.
Darkness during the day, exciting. Darkness during the night, meh.
Okay, so I have it set up from your location, and now let's see how to put it here.
So you hit present, and then you share your screen or your window, and then we'll bring that up for everybody. As we go through this giant band of clouds.
Okay, and go window, and I should find it here. Where are you? So I cannot. Oh, here you are. Okay. So I have it here. I'm not sure if it appears. It's here, yeah?
Yep. So what we can do is do that, and then you can zoom in.
I minimize like this.
No, don't minimize it. Well, that's what you want to show, right?
Yeah, but okay. Wait, I'll go back.
So zoom in a bit. There you go.
So here we have the eclipse. This is the current position of the moon and the sun, and Mercury should be here. Let's see it. Should I make it large? You can see it large. Let's see if I enlarge the screen. If I go full screen, let's see if it's visible. Maybe I have lag. I cannot see it on my screen.
No,
so here is the sky from Graeme's location, Graeme's observatory.
Yeah.
And lower here we have Venus. It
Yeah.
still should be high enough.
Oh, there's Neptune. Yeah. So, is there anything?
24. Yeah.
The only thing we're
Mars
missing is
alone.
what? Pluto.
And where is
You've got-
Uranus?
Yeah, Uranus, Jupiter,
Jupiter.
Mercury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's the
yeah.
12P. Yeah.
12P Ponsbrooks. You can
Yeah.
capture it basically now.
Yeah. Then there's Mercury. So the only thing we're missing is Pluto, right? Because we have the rest of the planets.
So I
Am I
think
missing
you'll be able to get a very good quality with the comet if you capture it a few minutes, like a live stack, you know,
Yeah,
because it's high in the sky.
Well, we'll see what we got. I grabbed the infrared camera. Try to do it that way.
So I don't have here the sensor for the Dwarf. Here I have just selected the 100 millimeters lens so we can see it better, you know, like not too zoomed in. What galaxies we have here? Some small galaxies.
Yeah, we're not going to see those.
Yeah, I think these ones are also visible only this period, right? At nighttime might be too low, like available in the southern hemisphere. What do you think from this position?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Because again, it's either visible during the day or during the night, but like right now, it's probably winter. So what we're looking at is winter, right?
Yeah.
As we're moving toward fall.
Wait. It was winter in the summer. Yeah, it's getting winter, close to winter. Not yet. I don't think it's yet. Usually when the summer is winter, so it's probably fall, yeah. Autumn. Okay.
So that's what we would be seeing if it wasn't clouds right now.
Yeah, something like this. Okay. And where is our... You should try and raise the exposure on the Dwarf, right?
I can raise the gain and see what I can get.
Yeah. And maybe go 1 second.
It's going right now. We'll see. Like, as I said, there's this giant band that's just annoying me, but it's going very slow. So, and that totally didn't do what I wanted. That is way too bright. Yeah.
Yeah, and can you put the SeeStar also?
Yeah, I switched the SeeStar in.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so clouds came.
Yeah.
I told you to go with the pyramid and try it. You didn't want to try it.
All right, let's see what we got here. I'm just going to check the live cloud report and see how it's going, if it's going to look nice.
It's nice that you have the controls there with the gadgets, with the Dwarf and the SeeStar. You know, you have the controls.
Mm-hmm. All right, live satellite. Where are we here? Okay, so yeah, so we have this puff of cloud, then there's a nice clear band coming up, and then the giant puff of cloud that I don't want. So if I go here, I'm just going to check it. Where is it rotating? All right. I want to go back. It's gonna be dicey.
Yeah.
So yeah, we should be finishing off that cloud, and then we have a little pocket coming in, and then a giant cloud comes in, and at that point we're foobar. So hopefully, if I'm looking at this, and I'm saying half an hour,
yeah,
how this is going, we should be in the pocket. This might be the biggest sucker hole ever, but we will see. But we have to get past this stupid giant chunk of the cloud. Because I'm looking out, I can see the more blue skies there. So I think we're near the end of it. So Oh, I
Let's
say
hope you're
that,
right,
and there you
Graeme.
go. We can see it again. Yay!
Yeah, finally, yeah. I told you
And
to watch
somehow
the
the SeeStar.
forecast.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. I think it's on the SeeStar. I'm looking at it.
No,
SeeStar
it's
looks
on
like
the
it's still got it.
on the Dwarf. It's on the Dwarf because you raised the
I know
game.
it's on the Dwarf, but the Dwarf is like doing a much higher thing. So
Yeah, we can see
we
it on
may
the
have
Dwarf.
actually
Then
timed
we
it
can
perfectly. Like I realize that it's been covered, but yeah, there you go. That live satellite tracking is very nice.
Yeah, so I'm happy. I'm happy even if I'm not there to push the buttons, because I'm saying to Graeme sometimes when he forgets, oh, raise the exposure. It's like I'm capturing this together with Graeme, even if I'm not physically there. So we are both capturing the eclipse, and what is so amazing for me is that I'm doing this first time from a remote location. And I'm controlling
you're just doing remote observing.
I'm remote controlling my friend Graeme to push the buttons, everything. So this is new technology.
Beep beep, I'm a robot.
Yeah.
But look, we actually look like we know what we're doing again.
True, and we didn't
Right,
lose the eclipse. So good test.
Yeah.
By the way.
I'm gonna see if it's going to track in here. Yeah, we've taken 1,212 photos so far, and we've gone through almost 2 gigs of data in the Society, and a lot of it is clouds.
Yeah. Now, look, it's getting better, so you should maybe lower the exposure a little bit.
Yeah, I'm jumping on it. Oh, that might be too much. Meh, it'll get better.
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
Yeah.
So I think because I've drank so much water, I need to go fast to the bathroom a little bit, a few minutes.
All right. Well, we're going to say goodbye to Ioan for a few minutes. Bye, Ioan. And we're going to switch to, which setting do I have for this? This one here. There you go. This is the one I have. So yeah, so we got 31 minutes to go. The clouds are finally moving off. So we may get very, very lucky here and actually get a nice eclipse. We're still going to have some clouds, but we'll cut through those clouds because this definitely is clearing off. And I need to go outside in a few minutes to find out where it is. Why is it so overexposed on my face? That's because this is what matters, is my face is properly exposed. But no, it's brighter because now the light's coming in and it's lighting up everything, so there you go. And yeah, I'll switch the camera and have it point out the window so you can watch the darkness as the solar eclipse happens. But we can see here we got the clouds coming in, and overall, I may want to run them through another autofocus routine as we go through here and see what we can get. And hopefully that's going to function well. So, yeah, there we go. Yeah, this has been hold your breath, then you're like, yes, we have the sun again. All right, so while we're doing this, I'm going to check this tracking. What I want to see to do is I want to try to retrack the target in the center. Yeah, but I want to move it slightly. Oh, that kind of worked. Come on. One more. Ta-da! There we go. Perfect. So we're running, and once it gets a little bit clear, we'll check the autofocus and maybe do a little refocus here to make sure it's working, and get it going so we can actually see it. But yeah, no, we're definitely getting a lot of eclipse at this point, and the moon is definitely moving across the face of the sun here. So when Ioan comes back, I'm probably going to disappear, and Ioan will keep you very entertained while I go out and attempt to get some lovely photos and totality and all that other great stuff as we get closer and closer to the time of the eclipse, which is approximately 29 minutes from now. It's probably about 32 minutes, but you know, you always want to be here a few minutes early because that's when all the craziness happens, and you get the beads and everything else goes nuts and whatnot. So that's what we got here. And yeah, oh, somebody just finished up there. So Lloyd got his eclipses finished, and now everyone apparently is going back to work. But we still have it happening here. So if you want to stick around, you can, and enjoy this lovely view of clouds going in front of an epic, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Welcome to Southern Ontario. Or that's Southeast Ontario, to be technically correct. Although I don't think Southern Ontario is doing much better than we are. All right. So, oh no! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! It's not like the sun and the moon just moved in the sky. Just keep tracking. There we go. Awesome. Oh, why is it doing that? Don't do that now. We don't need you to be doing that. You were behaving so well before. I'm not sure why it's doing that. So the SeeStar is apparently deciding to try to track the sun, and it's probably saying, "What am I looking at?" But yeah, the Dwarf 2 seems to be doing pretty good. It's getting brighter, so we're slowly but surely knocking down the brightness level. Just gonna get to there. There we go. And we're gonna make it a little bit bigger so we can see it. There we go. And yeah, we're just waiting for Totality to come in pretty quickly here. As we have, what's that, 26 minutes now? We're getting pretty close. So yeah, Jan hopefully will come back and go. Yeah, I will have this camera here. I will basically tilt and have it pointing out the window for you guys, so you can watch the Totality darkness and everything as it goes. I just gotta set it up and focus it out the window before I leave, and you guys can watch it go down in darkness and all that good stuff as it goes. So at the very least, you'll be able to watch the darkening and then the brightening back again, and then I'll be back, and everyone will be like, "Wow, that was amazing!" And then hopefully I'll be able to show you guys some photos that I'm able to capture with my actual bigger cameras, and give you guys sort of a quick here's what it looks like picture-wise. But from here we'll be live streaming the smart telescopes. I thought that would be the easiest way to do it without going too crazy here. 1 minute. Oh, I'm not sure what that does. Okay, I'm pressing buttons on here and probably shouldn't be, but yeah, no, it's going. I don't know why it keeps jumping up and down though. It's like, please don't do that. You are tracking. You're good. You don't need to move. But yeah, no, it's going, and we seem to be in focus. I'm not sure if it's totally clear on the live stream. If I go like this, there we go. But we can see here. Oh no, that's no, I lost it. There we go. Sorry. There we go. My bad. Sorry, everyone. You know what? I should probably do it like this. As much as I want, we do want to see the whole kind of ring of fire thing as it goes. So we'll get there, and we'll be going. So yeah, so we're definitely getting closer and closer to Totality here. And Jan needs to come back here soon. Come back, Jan. Come back, Jan. Because yeah, I do want to be able to go out there. We see here. Oh, I can't zoom in on his thing. Never mind. I'm gonna say here's what it's gonna be, but yeah, no, we're doing pretty well here. So just checking everything out here, and oh yeah, please like, subscribe, and share. Please and thank you. And how many other comments? Just going through all the comments here. I think we're pretty good. Yeah, so everyone can just kind of watch this and enjoy, and going to continue to drop the exposure down as it gets even more brighter as the clouds are now moving off, and I can actually see some pretty big splotches of blue sky out there. Let's see how well our timing's going to work out for this, guys. This is it's going to get interesting. And that is getting really bright, and it's still bouncing around. Okay, this is yeah, that's gonna be fun stabilizing later. But there you go. If I hit this button, does it just stop? Okay, maybe that stops the bouncing. There we go. Now, of course, we do need it to track this as it goes through the eclipse. Is it, or is it just going to keep bouncing? I might have to turn it off during the eclipse and just let it go because it's just doing, it's being silly. Let's see, we'll stop it for right now. We still have 23 minutes coming up, so we'll see how we can go here as we are definitely losing most of the sun. So there we go. And we do have some blue skies coming our way, so this may luck out. Stretching. Now's the time to stretch, everybody. Yes, if you are watching it on my stream, there is the vote on will I melt the Dwarf 2 when I pull the filter off and then take all my photos and stuff and hopefully get it back on before everything melts. So if you haven't voted on that, do so now. Because voting on it afterwards is kind of stupid because you'll know what the answer is. I'm hoping I won't melt it, but yeah. It's going to be crazy. And we're going to see how it goes. And all that will be good. Good. Yeah. At this point, we're just waiting for Jan to come back and take over the stream and basically talk to you guys as I run outside and hopefully capture the moment of a lifetime. But yeah. Alright, now we're just going to text Jan and say, get back here. Where did he go? He's going to come back here and be like, oh, look, the sun's backwards. Be like, totality happened and you missed it. Oh.
Should be. Hello, sound test.
There we go. He's back. It's Jan.
Yeah,
Yay.
I'm back. I said I have to take
managed
more
not to lose all the viewers.
Oh,
I only lost 4.
I'm not. Oh my God, it's already moving so fast.
Yeah, I know.
We have 25
I'm like,
minutes or 20.
Get back here, Jan. Like,
the timer is wrong. Yeah. So.
And apparently the cows have backed into the trees. So
yeah.
That's our farm update on what animals do when the eclipse happens. All right. So you're here. I'm going to disappear, Jan, because I want to go take a look at this. Okay. I got a patch of clear sky coming, so I'm going to go. Everyone, stick around. Jan's here. You're going to probably see this guy over here go nuts. Where am I pointing? Point it there. Because I'm going to take this one with me.
You'll take the iPad for the Dwarf and set the exposure to maybe 1 second.
Yes.
Or what you'll do?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it with me and do whatever needs to be done.
Okay.
So
don't forget gradually the belly's beats go maybe 150 or something like that. You know, with if you have the filters on. If you remove the filters, go.
I'm gonna try my best, Jan. I'm gonna try my best. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay. So let's hope you'll get the best footage. And I'll share them larger on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll wait for you to come back.
No, I'm not coming back, man. This is Totality is happening in like what, 19 minutes?
Welcome, Laura.
I'm gonna be out imaging. I don't know.
Okay, and after Totality, you'll come back, right?
Yes, it's after Totality. I'll be back here. Yes.
Okay,
that or
Graeme.
I won't because I'll have apparently according to where is it? Where is it? Here it is. I will have caught fire. So
yeah, don't forget. Don't look at the sun without the protection glasses.
Yep. No, I got all the protection glasses stuff and everything. So
Yeah. Okay.
I
Be
do.
careful.
Is it getting clouded out again? No.
No.
We're still good.
There's still some clouds, but.
All right. I'm gonna zoom out like this so you guys can see it.
Yeah. Well, after you leave, I will change the camera so we can see them larger, right?
Yeah. You should just switch it to this one.
Yeah. Okay, we can leave it actually, so we can see larger. Since
Okay.
you're going. Okay. Good luck with what you'll use. What camera?
I'm using I've got a couple cameras, but I've got the Z6, the GH6, and I got like a
What lens?
G5.
Lose lens or RedCat?
I got the RedCat, and then I got the Lumix 100 to 400. They're all set up. I'm just gonna grab them and take shots. But yeah, I'm gonna do a bunch of stuff, everybody. It's gonna be amazing, and I will set the camera up, Jan, if you want to set the camera up here.
Okay, good idea. Good
my
point.
camera is focused outside.
Can you put it on the window or not?
Well, I can move it a little distance, but that's about as far as I can go.
Okay,
without switching the lens.
Don't stress.
Hang on. Just give me a second. I will go do this.
No. So that's the window. Meanwhile, I'm figuring out the best layouts. Should I remove you maybe from the frame or keep you?
Okay, so I have it where it's focused outside.
Yeah. We can see only the trees.
Yeah, I know, you can only see the trees.
Yeah, some more clouds are coming, so don't forget when you go outside we'll be close to totality, so probably begin raising the exposure on the dwarf. And put it on 1, 2 or maybe 2 seconds if it gets cloudy on totality.
Yeah. All right. See you guys later.
Okay. Have fun, Graeme, outside. I'll be running the show here on the live until Graeme will come back. Oh, look, with exposure larger, we can see also the clouds. Okay, thank you, Derek Jones. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Bernard. Thank you very much. So we are getting close to where the magic will happen. So why this eclipse is also important for science is because we can actually do more advanced research studies on the sun's atmosphere, especially upper atmosphere, like the corona and also the chromosphere. And we can see better also solar flares, if this will happen, or prominences like solar filaments that are arcs of plasma with magnetic fields, and they usually loop outwards from the sun into the chromosphere. And having the sun eclipsed by the moon, and this will allow us to see better the chromosphere and corona. So it's very important and very important event for scientific studies. How this event will affect humans, I don't know here. leave your opinion in the comments. But yeah, we still see it through the clouds. Hope, yeah, I have to mute Graeme here. Mute mic, I forgot. Yeah. And we are getting close to totality. 30 minutes says. Let's see if this clock is correct or not. We have some nice background music here. Wow, so nice. Graeme forgot here the settings. So shutter speed raised to 6. Maybe it should go a little bit lower. Yeah, it's like hearing me. Maybe to 2 seconds or 3. Yeah, 3 seconds maybe. Yeah, I think maybe he uses the phone to hear me out. That's good. Yeah, berries bits will come close. So let's maybe forget the clouds and go with less than half of a second, like maybe 1/50 of a second or 1/25 of a second, so we can actually capture them. But we need to consider also the weather, the clouds, and make decisions directly here. So we'll see. Having the filter on might be different. I had also an exposure calculator for lenses, but the exposure settings themselves might differ. So seems here 0.8 of a second looks very nice, like similar with auto exposure here on the SeeStar S50. Okay, so 12 minutes. I think it will happen sooner. I could even make a bet that it will happen a little bit sooner. I think maybe 8 minutes. Let's see. What do you think, guys? We have totality faster than 12 minutes. I can see it also on the large screen. We are getting close. So soon, I think in a couple of minutes, we'll be able to see the next phase with the Bailey's beads. When the sunlight will pass through lunar craters and edges, and we'll be able to see some bright light there, very bright light. And also the diamond ring. We could see a diamond ring or maybe 2. So this is the next phase that will come soon. We go very close, maybe in 1 minute or 2. So nice, so nice. First time capturing the eclipse from a distance. Look, so nice, so nice, so nice. Remove from the moment the window from outside, and let's see. It needs I think it needs less exposure, like maybe 150 to be able to see Bailey's beads, and 125. Still cloudy, so I'm not sure. So Graeme needs to check the monitor and decide, but probably increase it a little bit to 1/10 of a second or 1/8 again. Currently we can see better a little bit on the SeeStar. This is the Dwarf 2, and here Dwarf 2 and SeeStar, which we used before, these two. So now we can see also the timer and both telescopes. I think Graeme is changing some settings there. Oh, so nice. We can see now the clouds. I think he wants to go maybe with higher exposure for the corona, but it seems the clouds, we are not lucky with the clouds. Still a lot of clouds there, so we are not sure if we'll be able to see it yet. Let's hope we have a fast miracle and the clouds will go away. So here is below the views with the solar eclipse capture with the Dwarf too. And on the right, the SeeStar. On auto, we cannot see it. Okay, Graeme made good, selected some good settings there. Okay, since you can see it better now with the Dwarf too. Okay, let's get the music back. No, this one is fine. Okay, Bailey's beats. And let's see if you can see the diamond ring. Oh, he went 15 seconds. I think maybe too much, 15 seconds. Yeah, it's too bright, Graeme. I'm not sure if you can hear me. I'll also message you if you don't. Yeah, it's there. He's switching. So you need to do it fast. Don't go 15 seconds. Go 2 or 3 seconds, but not more. The auto explorer of the sun failed. 2.5 is still too much, it seems. Go maybe 1 second, no more. Try 1 second. Oh, here it's about to be the totality phase, but let's hope it's not going too much, Graeme, and he can do it. Yeah, we're starting to see the Bailey's beats. Yeah, and I think we are at the totality now. But with clouds, but we are at totality. Yeah. Yeah, we can see it with the Dwarf, so good. Oops, no, this one. Which one? Okay. I wanted to put to see myself also, but yeah, like this. So unfortunately with the SeeStar we cannot see it anymore, but we can see it on the Dwarf 2 Smart Telescope. So with the SeeStar, if you want, you need to manually increase the gain and go manual exposure to see it. Auto mode failed. Here Graeme just raised the settings and we can see it better, but the clouds will make some problems here with too much exposure now, so he might need to go lower a little bit. If he can hear me, maybe I'll try to message him. Because we have less clouds, so yeah. No, 160 is too less. Go try 1 second or half of second. Let's see there. Half of second maybe. Yeah, we also gave gain 30, so half of second is like 1 second with gain 30. Try to see it on the screen when it becomes better. Because of these clouds, you need to really be fast and when when you're doing this. So yeah, it's better now, but still cloudy. Yeah, we can see it again. I wish no clouds, but we were a little bit unlucky here. Okay, and it's passing now. Maybe you went too low, 150. Okay, maybe here if you still can change the intervalometer to 1 second or something like that, or yeah, to get more images. This maybe will help to get more images. We have a lot of space on the hard drive, but only if you have time. If not, just leave it to 3. Is okay. Yeah, now we have a nice view. Now we have a nice view. Okay, so as I told you, the timer was off, maybe like 5 minutes. I was close, like I said, 8 minutes will happen. Maybe it happened in 9 or 7. So it happened 5, with 7 minutes was wrong. So it happened at about, I think at 5 minutes. We still had 5 minutes, so it was with 5 minutes off. So yeah, that's the Total Solar Eclipse from Canada, stream from Canada. We just passed Totality, and we also had, I think, Bailey's Beats. We might still have some now because we are with longer exposure. Yeah, and now soon we'll go to partial again. So even with these clouds, I think this very beautiful and magic event to see. Now with these settings, we do not see the clouds anymore. Yeah, I think it's better now. Yeah. So having to work with more cameras and stuff like that, Graeme did a very good job. I have to congratulate Graeme for this, for keeping an eye also on the Dwarf 2 app. Okay, and now we can see it also with the SeeStar S50 since the clouds went away. I focus more on the Dwarf, on the Totality, because the SeeStar was black, but now we can see them both again. It passed Totality, and now we will see the moon go on the other part and start seeing the sun again. And now we have problems with the Dwarf too, because no auto exposure. Graeme needs to manually set the exposure here for the clouds. Thank you, Bernd. Thank you. I'm happy you enjoyed watching with us the Total Solar Eclipse. Okay, so now we wait for Graeme to come back. He's still taking some images. I think he will image also Mercury. He's outside, and hope it will bring us some cool images, cool shots of maybe the planets Mercury. I don't know if he managed to capture also other planets, but he mentioned that he will try to capture Mercury now. So it will be a very nice thing to see. So we'll wait now for Graeme to appear and show us the results. And we listen to this relaxing music meanwhile. So I told you the timer was a little bit off. So nice to sit. Now I'm looking at the large screen and watching the eclipse live through both telescopes. Graeme should, okay, having the exposure there is not bad actually. Having the settings so people can watch this, you know, if they have haze clouds, they can watch how Graeme changed the settings. So we can see how we change the settings on the Dwarf 2 if we want to capture the eclipse next year, like what gain to use, what settings. So gain was 30 because of the clouds, and we played with the shutter speed. You cannot know before, you cannot know exactly the time. So I mentioned also on the other video tutorial what settings to use as a reference settings, but as you notice here with the clouds, you need to adapt that and change the settings depending on the views on the phone screen or tablet. So it needs some experimentation. But yeah, I'm glad we managed to do this. Working together on this collaboration, we captured the eclipse live, we streamed it, and now Graeme is back. I should hear it. It needs to put the sound unmuted. Yeah.
Yeah, you can mute the sound if you want.
Yeah. We can hear you now, Graeme. Welcome
Oh,
back.
awesome. You had me muted. Perfect.
Yeah, well, there were sounds in the house.
Oh, I thought I'd muted it. Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, all
I
the
muted
kids running around
because
going, "This is the eclipse," and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like. Anyway, there we go. So yeah, so it was pretty incredible. We got some shots. I hope I gave you guys a decent show. Definitely out here by lighting up. We did have a patch of clear sky. So I'm not sure where the sun is on here. Oh no, we're still in the shot. It's just slightly off there. There you go. Yeah, so I got a whole pile of shots. I managed to use the GH6 to grab some shots of the corona and everything else. I HDR'd the CRAPPY out of it, kind of thing, and I'm now looking to find the card reader.
Thank you also, Derek Jones. We have many people that loved our show. By the way, I congratulated you on your performance, doing multiple shots with other equipment, and also working with the Dwarf too.
Yeah, so I'd like to thank my mom who held the Dwarf 2 for me or the iPad while I was doing it.
Oh,
I'm
so
like,
help.
Yeah, the eclipse is happy to hold this.
Well, I was thinking to message you to change the exposure, and I just seeing you that you were doing it. So I said, oh, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Maybe. Talking.
No, I couldn't hear you. So yeah, this is what I was using to grab the astronomy shots that I was using outside. So I grabbed a whole bunch of shots and then did that. So
Right.
we're going to.
Can we see the SeeStar again? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a giant cloud's coming in. So we got it just before the big giant cloud came in. So
yeah, try raise the exposure more again at the Dwarf. Maybe we get some more lucky shots.
Yeah, we might. Let me check it. But yeah, no, that was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It got dark. It got dark, ladies and gentlemen.
I would have loved to go outside and see also the from how it goes from day to night. You know,
yeah,
that feelings.
Well,
I experimented once when I was a child.
It goes from day to night, but because we had clouds and stuff, right? So it just went boom, and it was like, okay, it's dark now. And you can see the sun, and you can see because we had the clouds. We were looking, you could see the halo and everything because it improved the filtration. So we had the Bailey beads and stuff like that. But the other aspect too of it was that we had one really bright spot at the bottom. But was really neat was that once it started to come up, it went from night to day, but then just boom, the whole light sky just lit up as it broke apart. It was insane.
So how you managed to also capture with the DSLR and telephoto lens and the Dwarf? How you've done it? You've set up a timer on the DSLR or?
No, what I did was I set up the digital SLR was the GH6. It was set up to do auto exposure bracketing plus and minus 3. So it was going 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3.
How many images you take?
I pressed a lot of images. I don't know what I got. That's what I'm opening right now to find out.
Oh, I see. So I wanted to ask you, have you managed also to capture Mercury?
No, we had clouds. So, all right. Okay, so I'm going to have it where I'm gonna make some changes here for everybody. So we have so it's set there. So I'm going to switch out what I'm showing on my screen here, and I'll show you what we got. So 1 second. We're going to go to not screen. There we go. See the screen. We're going to open up. I'm assuming you can see this, right? Oh no, it's still in the wrong.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Okay.
I can see.
Okay, yeah. So open full skill tier. There we go.
Yeah,
now.
See it.
All right, so I took a boatload of pictures, but looking at these things, let's see what we got here.
Nice.
That one was a little bit of a double exposure. I was changing a bunch of settings, but we will see what we can find here. There's a lot of these photos. So there you go.
Oh, that's nice. You have it on the corner, but it's good.
Yeah, well, I've got a bunch of them, but you can see here that that's the prominences coming out of the sun.
Yeah, so nice. You managed to capture them. Yeah, so nice. I'm curious if Dwarf 2, if you process some of the images that maybe we can look after on the Dwarf 2 and see if
on the Dwarf 2, I'm sure we got this prominence on the bottom. This was the brightest thing on the planet. Like even during full totality, you could see it as a big red dot.
Yeah.
So we do have some images and stuff.
And we can see the lower part of the corona. You see, we can see the lower part. That's also very nice. Too bad these clouds went instead of going away, they intensified.
Yeah. But again, with anything, this is sort of there you go, classic. I can't control the weather. Yeah. I have some double exposure, so I have to figure this one out.
Maybe vibrations.
Could be vibrations. Again, I was trying to grab it really quickly without going too nuts. And then I wanted to I had a timer on for a minute. So, but I'm sure if we stack these together, we'll be able to get at least a couple pseudo images together.
Yeah.
Because I did change the settings quite a bit. Here's a good one. Let's see what this one looks like.
Had you have time also to watch it with the solar glasses? Or you just done it on the way until you arrived at the equipment? What you've done? Tell me. Did you have time to watch more with Eclipse glasses?
Well, I didn't need solar glasses during totality, so. But yeah, no, there's a couple of things that the camera was shaking quite a bit.
Well, if you still
look
a few seconds, it is not quite a totality, still a risk, a small risk,
Yeah. Yeah, not sure why it's shaking, because I had some
maybe large risk.
Faster shots, so
Belly's bit is visible, let's say, on a part of the.
Yeah, well, I'll have to check and see what we got on the Dwarf, because the Dwarf was stationary.
Yeah, well, the Dwarf after you raised the exposure, it worked fine. The SeeStar S50 with auto, it didn't manage to capture the eclipse. You really need to go manual. So this test was very good that you left the SeeStar S50 on auto. So now people know, okay, if you want to capture the totality phase, you won't be able to do it on auto, at least now. Maybe ZWO will watch this live stream and we say, oh, okay, we need to make some changes. So the auto mode for the solar eclipse to have an auto for the totality mode, Then basically you can use the SeeStar S50 as an auto mode, and when it reaches totality, you just press totality mode, and it could be done, right?
Yeah.
And this is a way to improve the auto mode on SeeStar S50 and make it really simple. On the other part, on the Dwarf, when you selected the auto exposure, it went nuts.
Well, so we got some shots. We'll have to look at them. That double exposure thing is a little annoying, but again, I was trying to press it and do all the other things, so we'll see how we get. But these are all raw files, so with raw files, you can always pull quite a bit out, and then you can stack them and stuff like that. So it worked pretty well. But again, clouds are clouds. Like you got to work with what you have. And I was trying to shoot with clouds, so I had to I made quite a number of adjustments. So a lot of those images I showed that are like darker, probably with the proper amount of adjustment, we could pull out a bit of an image.
Where is the Dwarf? Have you disconnected it?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I had to. Yeah, I'll put it back in a second. I just gotta change the setting of the program. There you go.
Because we can try and capture it also on this part a little bit once it gets away,
Yeah. But right now the clouds are coming in, so I think that's it for the eclipse. We don't have the back end, but we did get the actual eclipse part, so that was good. which is what we wanted. And like, it was really enjoyable to watch. Like, again, that's part of why people travel thousands of kilometers and stuff, is to watch it go dark, watch it there, and see it with your own eyes as it sort of sits. There's a big ring of thing with the
I wish I could see it also with the eclipse glasses. Like I was, I would say, excited, like going into a blind date, like 6 hours before, because I knew that I was streaming from Canada, like half of the planet distance, you know, and I didn't know the weather there, how it will be, and I was like stressed. Wanted also to shave, but I forgot. So I watched I streamed my first eclipse without shaving.
There you go. Awesome sauce. So, if you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, please do so.
Yes, please do like and subscribe, so more people will come and watch it after
on the replay. On the replay. And for everyone who sat through us for this whole 2.5 hours plus, thank you very much. Thank you for everybody who commented. Thank you in particular to Melissa Hale, who is a new subscriber to Ioan's channel.
To Melissa.
He definitely appreciates that.
That was the first member on a live stream, and was very nice. And I want to thank you all that watch the live stream with us on my channel, on Graham's channel. Do check our both channels. We'll have some new content soon. And I'm glad that you had a lovely time with us here, observing the total solar eclipse in 2024.
Yep. Thank you very much, everybody, and we'll see you all again in like 2099 or whatever.
Well, I hope I'll see you. I'll see you all in the next video, because I'm preparing
next video. Sure.
Awesome content.
All right.
Okay. Bye all.
Have a good afternoon, everyone.
Have a beautiful night or day, depending where you are. Clear sky.
Yes, clear skies.
Yeah. Thank you all for joining. And a beautiful evening.
Yes, you gotta hit the end button, Jan.
Oh, okay. Yes.
It doesn't
Bye,
just
everyone.
automatically end because we say, the stream is now ending. So
yeah.
Says,
the stream is now ending. And good night, everyone. And
you're just ruining our view time duration, man. Just
it's hard for me to end the stream. I had such a good time watching it, how it.
He says bye. We're done.
You're sure you want to quit?
Yeah. We're done. We're done.
Okay, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye. It says end the stream. Not yet. Or end stream. Yeah.
End stream.
Yeah. End. It doesn't say yes. End. Yeah. Okay.
It says end. Yes. End.
Bye, guys.